One of the very first lessons I learned when I started my dream cottage garden in my backyard is to include herbs in flower beds and include flowers in vegetable garden. I know this is confusing, so let me show you. Here's my random flower bed. I have marigold, I have drop flowers, and then I have this basil. They just pop up in the middle of the flowers. Those basil are self-seeded from last year. Also these little straw flowers too. They're just so cute. I grow basil from seeds because that's how I save a ton of money, like a ton of money, and they are very easy to grow. And because I have a lot of seedlings, I ran out of room in my vegetable garden, so I just plant this purple basil in this planter because I didn't have enough flowers to fill this planter, and also because I have a lot of basil seedling left. I'm cutting them because they are choking all the other flowers and plant underneath it. They might grow back, I don't know, but this is how I learn. I know this very bare, but it will grow fast. This is sun patient tropical rose. They love heat and they will grow very fast tomorrow because it's gonna be very hot. This year I have a lot of flowers in my garden because I stopped selling them. I stopped selling mason jar bouquets at my roadside stand. This makes me happy to see the flowers. Everybody just so happy, and look at the sunflowers. This sunflower self-seeded from last year. I didn't plant it at all, and look at it. So big, it's like a tree. Come on. Another lesson that I learned from creating cottage garden is to attract bees, butterflies, insects, wildlife, to your garden. And sunflower is one of the flowers or plants that will help you achieve this goal. Hello you. Hi. The bee really enjoy the pollens and the nectar from the sunflowers. And once the flowers complete blooming, they will produce seeds, and then the bird will come. And you can see here, they eat the seed from the sunflowers. See? Look at all that. And when the birds come to eat the sunflower seed, they always drop the seed, to the garden. And the seed that are dropped in the garden will, become seedlings. They can germinate and become seedling in spring next year. This one is crazy. Also other kinds of flowers like zinnias. I have no idea how these zinnias, drop the seed in the middle of the path. Probably the bird. And I just let it grow right here. You see the flowers kind of small because they mutate from the original variety. And that's the Canary Garden zinnias. So last year I planted all my favorite varieties of zinnias very close to each other. And the bees cross-pollinate between each variety, each color. And then the seed that I collected produced this very unique color. Look at the color of this one. I don't think you can find anywhere. You can only create it from your cottage garden. Look at the pink, and then the orange, and then little green in the middle, and the pink in the center. But some of them become like regular purple. I'm not a big fan of this color, but it's totally fine. The rudbeckia is in full bloom, and behind that is rudbeckia. I forgot the name. Oh my gosh. This is some kind of wild rudbeckia. Smaller bloom, but a lot bigger. I mean the plant. They are just so cute. I also stopped worrying about structures, about rules. I just plant everything everywhere, wherever I feel that spot is going to produce healthy plants and flowers. Like in the middle of my little micro flower farm, with a row of flowers here, I include native wildflowers like this rudbeckia, this rudbeckia, the yellow one, and the echinacea here, just to support the wildlife and also create a whimsical look, the cottage style, there's no structures, no rules. This rudbeckia flopped so bad this year because of the rain, so I'm gonna trim it. I know cottage garden not supposed to be structured, not supposed to be super organized, but it's a good idea to clean it up a little bit, especially when it flops like this. So I guess the rule of thumb is to clean up a little bit, to organize a little bit, but you don't have to make it perfect, because when it looks perfect, does take away the cottage garden look. Oh, come on. Something that fall all over on the path like this, cut it off. So it looks like a garden, not a jungle, you know what I mean? And I will leave some of the flowers that don't flop and don't bother anybody else in the garden like this, although they look a little ugly, because I want them to produce the seed, and then the bird, will come to eat the seed. Or if they drop the seed, the chipmunks and, wildlife can enjoy the seed. This queen antlet self-seeded from last year too, and I let it go. However, now they just look like, I don't know, it doesn't look that nice, so I'm gonna take it out. Bye bye. So now this spot looks a little bit more uniform. Let me cut this back a little bit. This guy flopped so bad, so I'm gonna just get rid of it.
Some ways to create a cottage garden is incorporating some like antique, secondhand, old wrought iron pieces that you can either find on like Facebook Marketplace or antique shops. People are throwing stuff away, so we just found an old bed frame, like a wrought iron bed frame, and this old like shelving unit, very heavy. I think it'll be okay outside. Looks like it's been outside a long time, just to kind of keep that cottage garden kind of feel.
I'm trying to grow a little red bud, and it's.
I think you could lift this. Couch. I think this is a perfect spot to feel right.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have to worry about hurting it.
I also learned that creating a cottage garden is also about following our tuition, our instinct. I have never pruned my roses in the middle of summer before. But this year, because I have been seeing from last year that my roses in the end of the season, they get too long, too leggy, and I feel like I should reduce the size now so they grow back a little bit, in late summer, instead of letting them grow or just deadheading them. I'm going to prune very hard this time. Gonna sacrifice the flowers here. Oh, this is very hard, but we live and learn. Wow. And here's my vegetable garden. Half of it are flowers. Zucchini. I kind of mix everything together because I think it's so cute, Purple basil here again. Zucchini. And here's the kale. I have the zinnias and also borage. It's edible flowers, taste like cucumber. And that's the sunflowers that just done blooming. And this year I go corns. with the pumpkins together in the same bed. The pumpkins will lay low, and then the corn is like, take the top part of the flower bed. The vegetable bed. Hello. The pumpkin flower is so cute. And there's dahlia hidden right there with the the pumpkin and the corn. On this side, I have marigold in front of the tomatoes. Finally, our marigolds are blooming. I am so excited. After they have been through the fight, the battle with the groundhog. Creating a cottage garden is also about being creative, using the stuff that you already have in your house or in your garden to, support your garden like this. This is just a decorative garden fence that I and Jason got from Facebook Marketplace secondhand long time ago. And it kind of rotten, there's rust everywhere. But it's still functional for supporting this marigold. I should have set this up about a few weeks ago before our marigold get this big. See, I already heard the flowers. I'm sorry. That one got smushed too. Cut flowers marigolds always have longer stem, bigger bloom than regular marigold. So you want to make sure that you give the support to the plant before they need it, okay? Because if you just, give the support late like me, you're going to hurt the stem and the flowers. But no worries, they're gonna grow back and they're gonna grow fast pretty soon. I am so honored. Today I have household name, actor, garden designer, TV producer from Thailand. He flew from Thailand to New York, then, took the train.
Just to visit you here.
Yes, oh my God, it's just unbelievable. So can you share with us why you wanted to visit my garden?
Hi, everybody. My name is Duke, and we know each other from Instagram. And after that, we follow each other. We know that we both in love in garden and also flowers.
Yes.
And I know that he a kind of person who deep inside about the flowering and garden. So that's why I came here to learn more and more about flowers that can grow in summer in United States, and maybe some of them can grow in Thailand in summer too. That's why I came here to learn and also learn more how to arrange the flowers with you.
Thank you. And
He's a professional.
yeah, so we're gonna, cut the flowers from my garden. I'll show him how to cut the flowers, how to arrange them, and then we'll see in the end, okay?
Okay.
Look. You can cut very deep. Don't worry. Yeah, very deep.
Really?
Very deep.
Okay. ตัดลึกเลยนะครับ
ผม
ถึงโคนเลยเหรอ
Yes. You should cut from the bottom.
From the bottom?
Yeah, on the ground. Yes.
Here?
Yes. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Okay. Why I have to cut from the bottom?
Because it will flop if you cut only on the top. It will grow too tall. This actually help the plant.
อยู่ท่ามกลางดงลูแบคเคียและอันนี้เป็นสีที่ไม่คุ้นตานะมันจะมีความแบบกลีบซ้อนแล้วมีสีที่มัน
Rust สนิมซ้อนๆนิดนึงครับ
จัดไปต้องตัดลึกๆถูกปะ
เมื่อผมตัดแค่ตรงนี้นะ
เขาจะแตกใหม่
อีกอันเนี้ยมันจะแตกแล้วมันจะสูงไปถึงจักรวาลนะครับแล้วทีนี้มันก็จะล้ม From the middle. Yeah, this is perfect.
โอเคไหม
Yeah, we want to build structure. You gonna use some here. So I have some mint. Gonna add mint to add the smell. Ui, ได้นะครับ
ได้ไหมครับ
ได้ครับ
เฮ้ย
It's your first time?
yes
Oh my
how do you
gosh.
think
Awesome. Wonderful.
yeah I like the combination of the colors from your garden it helped me a lot right ครับ yeah it's my wonderful time to spend with you today
I'm so glad.
อ่า
You picked the right colors. I just love your color combinations so much.
Me too. I like your color too, and
Yeah.
so colorful.
Yeah.
And everything from your garden, that's amazing.
Yeah, I got it from my heart.
Yeah.
My level of love.
Thanks for having me today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
As you're kicking out the raccoon, like enough. Two guys in there, one guy's in.
Long days.
I mean, 20 hours a week or 40 hours a week.
Another thing that I love about cottage style garden is that you don't have to stick with the cottage style. I know this is confusing again. So for example, I am inspired to have a wildflowers meadow garden. So I just
find the brightest spot, like with a lot of sun, with a lot of wind in my property. And I just put wildflowers meadow right there. And for some reason, it fits my cottage style garden. And behind that wildflower meadow garden, I have very formal English rose garden. And for some reason, it just fit my cottage style garden. I am also inspired to have planters around my house, to have like things that look cute, around my patio. So I just create a lot of planters. And it also fits my cottage style garden. Isn't that so great, right? You can do anything with cottage garden, really. When I visited those big houses, flowers garden with Jason and Duke the other day, I was so inspired by their garden. I just love the color of the annual flowers and how they lay out everything. It's quite formal, but you know what? That's gonna be my goal. Maybe one year I will create a section that have just look like that, a lot of same kind of flowers, but yeah, although it's too formal for me, but I hope it will fit in my cottage garden. I think so. But right now, because I already run out of room, I cannot do that. However, I have issue, okay? So I just need to do something with that until my dream to have this kind of garden come true. So I went to a garden center and I just, I love this cow plant. So this geranium is just $1. They were about $5. So I got a lot of them. Also this cow petunia and this, I think Angelina. So I am, until I can create a section to have a formal annual flower bed like that, I am going to plant these annual flowers in a planter. Do you remember I propagated this coleus from cuttings that I believe I got from a flower friend, So I put in water first, then I plug in a little pot, then they grow a little roots, and then I pot them up in this terracotta pot in maybe like early spring. Then I bring them outside and look at them now. They grow so much root in that terracotta pot, and now, it's time to split them. So technically this planter cost me almost nothing. This petunia probably $1 or $2. This one is free. And I only spend the money on the fertilizer that I put in this pot. Because whenever you reuse the potting mix, or whenever you plant annual flowers in the same spot that you used to plant other annual flowers before, the soils the nutrient in the soil have already been depleted by the former annual flowers, which is the pansies that I grow here and also the lupin. So I have to add a lot of fertilizer here to make sure that the new plant that I replace in this spot have nutrient to grow. On this side of the patio, I have this little teddy bear sunflowers. This is the snapdragon that I propagated from cutting. They're blooming. Unfortunately, I forgot to stake them, so they flop all over the place like this. Maybe tuck it in right here. I don't know. What should I do? And this snapdragon that finished blooming too. It looks pretty ugly now, but I'm not cutting it back because I want to save the seeds. So I am going to move this not dead, but ugly looking snapdragon, to behind the shed. So I will let this produce the seeds and I will come back to collect the seeds later. I just can't believe that my lettuce are still surviving. I have been ignoring them. I water them only like once a week or maybe every 2 weeks, and I just let them, get the rainwater. At this stage of their life, and when they get the heat, when the temperature is warm, they are producing seeds like this. I am putting them in the back here because they are getting ugly. But I don't want to get rid of them yet because I want them to produce the seeds. This one having seeds too. The one in the vegetable garden also producing seeds. Hello babies. That's the one that I put in vegetable garden. The groundhog stopped eating them. Look at them, so cute. At this stage, the lettuce can taste a little bitter, especially when after they have produced the seed, gonna taste bitter than the one that you harvest in spring. To me, cottage gardening or home gardening is about enjoying life, appreciating every stage of the plant life, although they are dying like this. I think we should recognize their contribution to our enjoyment, to our happiness, since they were seedlings, producing leaves, producing flowers, and then producing seeds like this. And it's also about hope. It's also about, looking forward into the future, into next season, collecting the seed and hope that this seed that I have been collecting will produce beautiful flowers, beautiful vegetables for the next year.